Hello folks, this is Bona Series of One Happy Story. I'm just going to show you our new editing board. This is an X Touch Behringer brand. I customized it for our Lightroom. I've been looking for this for like a year already, and finally I got the chance to get one from a friend who's also a photographer. Unfortunately, here in the Philippines, it is still not available in there's one in Lazada, but it's still out of stock. So for Filipino photographers who wants to get this kind of MIDI controller, you just have to get it from the US. I think it's available in B&H Photo. Anyway, just want to show you my setup for the controller. I customize it in such a way that all the buttons are programmed. I mean the usual editing stuff that I usually use in Lightroom. So I will just show you a rundown of the buttons, the layout of my yeah. Anyway, let's start. So this is my board. So as you can see, because the board comes, there's still no, you still have to program all the buttons. So in my case, every button here has a assigned assigned dial that is programmed in my Lightroom. So as you can see, this button, as you can see, there's a layer A and layer B. So that one. So when you press layer A, when you use this button, the upper portion, that's this one, you can edit the exposure, the contrast, highlight. But when you press layer B, you can now edit. The function of this button is already different. So there's like there's 8 controllers here. 8 controllers, but you have this layer A and layer B. So these controllers, you can assign like 16 programmable stuff that you can assign from your Lightroom. So as you can see, layer A, I have like exposure, contrast, highlight, shadows, whites, that one. And when you press layer B, you have the white balance, the tint, clarity, the usual stuff that I usually tinker with when I edit. So I also have this, I assigned 6 buttons here. These 6 buttons are programmed for my usual presets. So I assigned 6 buttons for my presets, my favorite presets. So like yeah, so there's 6 buttons here. So when you press layer A and layer B, so actually I can assign as much as 12 presets for this. Then I have this ratings. So when I use Lightroom, if I love the photo, I just press this rate 5. Then so when after I have checked all my photos, I just have to go to this one, filter. I can just press the one that is rated, and I will see all the photos that I have rated 5, and then export it. So I have this copy settings button. So sample, like this photo, I have this preset, so I press this one. So and then I usually I just as you can see, exposure. Sorry, I'm using my phone recording this one. The contrast, highlight, shadows. So after I use my preset, then I tinker. Usually I edit just a little bit for the preset. So like that one. Then if I don't like the editing, I just press the reset here. Then I go back to the original photo. So that one, preset, Lightroom. Then I adjust with the. By the way, I am not editing. I'm using a JPEG. I'm editing. I'm not using a RAW format for my editing because I edit very minimal with my pictures, so I'm just editing a JPEG file form photo. Usually, for me, if you use RAW, it's good to use RAW if you want to save the highlights of the photo. But for me, yeah, JPEG is already good for me. Highlight, shadows. Then next button. So what's the good thing about using my MIDI controller is that you can edit really fast with your pictures. I mean, yeah, you just like this one. This button, press my preset, then tweak a little bit with the contrast, shadows, highlights. Then when I see that it's already good, I press the next button, then go to the next picture to edit. So no more like, you can just edit your pictures just by using this board already. You don't need to use your mouse or your keyboard. So yeah, so here's my setup. Just let me know if you want to know about how to install your MIDI controller. By the way, I'm using this one. So it's a free downloadable program. It's MIDI 2 I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's MIDI 2LR. It's a free program you can install, and you can just plug it to your Lightroom, and immediately it's a easy way to install actually. So yeah, this is just let me know if you have or maybe you can post something, picture of what is your layout of your MIDI controller. But for me, everything that I need is already here in my board. And if you're asking what did I use about this, so actually this is a simple photo paper, that is a photo sticker paper. Then I just cut it out. Actually I just measured everything here. So you have to label your knobs so you won't get lost with the buttons. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.